The last couple of weeks, my dad has been teaching me about the stock market and, how stocks rise and fall. And, sometimes things happen out of our control. The stock may fall. We might think we like a stock a lot and we might invest a lot into it. And suddenly it just drops. We lose some faith in the stock. We sell the stock out. Now just hear me out. I promise this is going somewhere. You did click on the right video. We are talking about the cats today. The stock drops. We lose faith in it. We sell some of it off. But then the stock goes back up. It does what we thought it was going to do. We invest in a stock for a reason in the first place, and it starts going on the uptrend. The beautiful thing about the stock market is never too late to buy in. If you see something going back up in price, it's never too late to get back in it. If you really think that stock is going to the moon, there's no reason not to get back in it. The point I'm trying to make here is it's not too late to invest back in the Kansas State men's basketball team. What is up, guys? Yes, we're talking about the Cats. It was a crazy, weird metaphor, I know, but I promise it's going to make sense after I'm done talking about this, because I think this K-State men's basketball team is a lot like a stock that we liked. It is a stock that we liked at the beginning because we saw the potential in it, and now the stock is doing what we thought the stock was going to do. So, for obviously, part of the inspiration, K-State is now on a 3-game win streak. It's really hard to believe. Yes, Oklahoma State in the middle there is kind of like the tomato or maybe the onions. I don't know what your least favorite burger topping is, but it's like a gross topping in the middle of the greatest patty you've ever seen in your life, and a perfectly melted slice of American cheese. But what matters is K-State is on a 3-game win streak, which is huge because it was topped off by a 19-point win in Hilton, the place where number 3 Iowa State resides, the place where number 3 Iowa State has won 29 straight home games, the place on the road where K-State has not won in 15 games. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's an unheard of victory. It's crazy. No one could have seen this coming except for my buddy. He took the money line. I thought he was stupid. Turns out he's a genius. I'm sorry, Luke. You're way smarter than I am. My point being, I think K-State men's basketball is finally coming around, finally figuring out their identity, finally figuring out what they needed to figure out in order to have a good season. Now, I'm not excusing the past that has happened, right? The 30-point loss to Houston, devastating. The 20 or so point loss in Wichita, that's devastating. Losing to Drake in overtime, it sucked. I cannot believe they came back at all in that game, but they did, and they lost, and it sucks. Not excusing any of that. Not excusing losing to TCU and Oklahoma State on the road. Not excusing somehow having a lead against Baylor in their hometown and losing that game. Not excusing any of that. But what I am saying is I think this K-State team has real potential. I really do think they're coming into their own. And, like the stock market, it's not too late to buy back in. My crazy faith is back. I'm full on the crazy faith train once again. I don't know if I'm fully on the Jerome Tang train, and I think that's a fair perspective. Into the season, I still think there's some questions to be had about what the future of K-State basketball looks like. But for right now, I think it's still a great time to jump back in on the stock and invest in it. I'm going to show you a clip right quick. I'm sure most of y'all have seen it, but I'm going to roll the clip just because it's just so iconic of Jerome Tang celebrating this victory with his team last night. I mean, come on. How can you not be inspired by that clip? That brother saw the holy light at some point in that victory cry, right? I don't get how you can't be fired up seeing that. I feel like this team has a new fire lit under their asses. They have a new passion. They're playing like we all knew they could, preseason. They're playing like they should. everything is finally gelling together. Why did it take this long? I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know what Scott Drew freaking told these guys down in Texas, but that man needs to be a motivational speaker because goddamn, it's working and it's great. And you gotta love the direction this team's going. I'm gonna make this a shorter video and end it here. I'm just saying, if you're kind of on the fence right now about whether or not to get back into K-State men's basketball, just do it. Just do it. Hop back in. It's a great time to reinvest. If you sold the stock early, it's never too late to get back some of your losses. Jump back on the train. Get those diamond hands ready. We're going to the moon, fellas. We got KU in a week, which is going to be pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to that matchup. I think K-State has a real chance of winning that. KU looks very gettable right now. Tang is very good against KU in Bramlage. So that should be a good game. Just reconsider reinvesting in the stock because it's not too late to recoup your losses. It's not too late to enjoy watching this stock rise to the moon. And it's not too late to admit that maybe your gut instinct about this stock, which your gut instinct hopefully was that this is a good basketball team. It's not too late to admit that you were right. You were right. And this stock is going to the moon. That's all I got. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. If you're watching this video before the K-State women's basketball game, if you're watching this video during the K-State women's basketball game, go watch that. It's a good matchup. They're playing KU right now, so it should be an exciting one. So go support them and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.